All right, guys, we are back and we're going to be checking out NF Lost in the Moment. I'm really excited about it because, as you all know by now, I love NF. I am on this NF journey. I am just absolutely awestruck by how NF is able to tell stories that relate to people such as myself who battle with depression, anxiety, self-doubt, you know, all of those things that as men we're trained not to talk about. So with that, I just want to say thank you for whoever turned me on to NF. I can't remember who it was originally that said, hey, you should check out NF. But my Lord, I am so thankful that they did, because this actually has really helped me out a lot when it comes to dealing with my feelings. With that, we'll get into this. If you like my channel, like my reactions, go ahead, go down there, hit the like, the subscribe, the little bell icon at the top. And then if you want to donate to the channel, which would be awesome, I would appreciate it a lot, you can hit the super thanks button down at the bottom, or you can go back to my homepage, top right corner. You'll see the donate to the channel button. That's the easiest way to do it, and YouTube doesn't take a cut of that. So without further ado, let's get into it. This is NF, Lost in the Moment. Let's go.
This may be the last sunset I'll see, so I'll take it in, I'll take it in. This may be the last day that I'll breathe, so I'll breathe it in, I'll breathe it in.
I heard that pictures don't change, just the people inside of them do. Whoever told you that life would be easy, I promise that person was lying to you. You got a problem with following through, that's why I got a problem with following you. You keep looking at me like this problem is new, but we've been here before. What you trying to do? Don't talk to me like I don't know what you're feeling, cause I was there with you back in the beginning. Quit looking away when I talk, let me finish. I'm trying to be honest, you're trying to forget me. Yeah. What's wrong with you, hey? I know that you got a lot on your plate. You keep telling me I should get out of your way, but I can't see how you won't lie to my face. Don't tell me you're fine, cause I know you're not, so don't even try. And what we gon' live in this life of the pain that we're 80, and one day we'll get up and say we regretted our lives. That's where we're going.
All in all, I think so far it is really amazing how his wordplay can make you relate to different things. How when he says about the picture and changing, I do that a lot. I'll look at old pictures of myself and then think, you know, if I had the ability to tell that guy, you know, a couple things that I know today, my whole life would have changed. You know, I mean, my whole life has changed in the last 3 years anyway. So it's a lot of me trying to deal with the meltdown, I guess you could say, in my own way. Because I never thought in a million years that my life would be altered so greatly all at once. And it was taken from me in just that quick. As quick as it takes for you to wake up from nothing and have a paramedic standing over the top of you asking you, do you know what day it is? Do you know who the president is? Do you know, all these different things, and you're just trying to figure out what the hell just happened. Life is fleeting and life is short. So, I mean, I guess you just have to adapt and overcome, you know?
Do not pretend like you don't even notice. The funny thing is that you already know it. I'm starting to think that you like how it feels to be lost in a moment.
Lost in the moment, lost in the moment, lost in the moment, and get lost, lost in the moment, lost in the moment, lost in the moment.
I love that chorus, the lost in the moment, because a lot of times I think we all get lost in a moment. I don't know if it's the moment, but it's definitely a moment that we look back and it's like, at that moment, my whole life changed. My whole life went a different direction than I thought. For me, it was right out of high school, and I was thinking I was going to go into being a history teacher, and the whole college thing, I ran out of money, so I couldn't finish. So then I just went directly into the workforce, and I knew I liked turning wrenches for a long time. I mean, ever since like junior high, I was turning wrenches. So I knew at some point I was going to get into that. But there was a long way round trip before I actually started doing that for a living. I mean, I busted tires, semi-truck tires, for 10 years before I finally decided, I'm going to make the jump to working on the actual truck side itself instead of just the wheel and tire assembly, you know. So that's when I made the big change. I think we all are scared to death when it comes to career changes because we don't know what to expect. And it's not like we trained professionally for it. I mean, some people do, I guess, if you go to a trade school. But for me, I didn't have that option. I just got thrown into it. And it's 100% true that they say that if you don't know people, if you don't network well, then you're kind of just stuck in life, right? With whatever you get. For me, it was my dad worked with somebody a long time ago, and I can remember sitting on, because my dad was a mechanic too. I can remember sitting on his toolbox, cleaning wrenches and putting them back into the toolbox with who would be my boss later on down the road, just hanging out and playing cribbage with the guys. And this is when I was like 8 or 9 before OSHA and before any of that. I'd go to work with my dad during the summers. Right. So I'd see him working on stuff, which made me want to work on stuff. And long story short is I got into working on semi trucks and I absolutely loved it. It's like every day was a different thing I needed to fix. It made sense, It was standardized. It was, what do I have to do to get this to run? How do I fix it correctly? I need the correct parts to fix it correctly, But with that said, when he says lost in the moment, I totally understand that because you always think that you have all of this time to correct your mistakes, to really live in the moment. And it's really tough. It's really tough sometimes to be able to do that, to be able to differentiate between work life and home life. And I was guilty of it too. Let's go.
Yeah. They told us that time flies, didn't know what it means. Now I feel like we're just running around trying to catch it and hoping it cut up its wings, but that ain't gonna happen. Joy, when is the last time we had it? I don't remember, cause all that we do is go backwards, but that's what you get when you live in the past. And I know we're breathing, but we're not alive. And really, is this the way we wanna die? Tell you got everything bottled inside. If they only knew what goes on in our mind. I know what you're thinking, so don't try to hide. And why do you look at me like you're surprised? You really mean what you're writing these lines? Why don't you fix it, cause I'm getting tired. Yeah, I can no longer do this. Ever since you fell in love with the music, and you find a way to express what you feel. But the moment that you get away from the mic, you don't know what you're doing. Is it clear to you yet? I don't know what's going on in your head, but eventually you'll have to deal with the things that you talk about, yeah. But I get.
Oh my God. That hits home. That hits home. Because I constantly have to deal with the things going on inside my head. And my wife and I literally just got done talking about this earlier today. Because I run away from my thoughts. I drown myself in other things that are just stupid busybody stuff, right? Whether it be working on my truck, whether it be the drugs that I got addicted to a long time ago, whether it be doing this sometimes, or listening to music, or just mindlessly scrolling on my phone. It's just my way of coping with what's going on in my head, is just to kind of shut the door on it and be like, I'm not opening that again. It's like the song Mansion by him. That one was really tough for me to get through because 100% of what he was saying, I was dealing with myself. So when he says finding ways to deal with what's going on in your mind, I still have yet to today figured out, a way to deal with what I'm going through. Like, I'm in a tough spot right now, and I'm trying to figure out a way to emotionally deal with it and to handle it. And I can't do that, or at least it feels like I can't do that. So I'm gasping for air, and I can't catch my breath, if that makes sense. It's almost like a borderline panic attack all the time if I even attempt to try and deal with my feelings.
Listen to them, we're lost.
Lost in the moment. Lost in the moment. Lost in the moment. And get lost. Lost in the moment. Lost in the moment. Lost in the moment. Maybe the last sunset I'll see, so I'll take it in, I'll take it in.
I can definitely relate to that, because there's been a lot of dark days for me. And I'll tell you from past experience that I have thought about ending it. And I have got to that point that he's talking about, where it's like, this is the last day I'm going to breathe. This is the last day I'm going to live. Today's it. I can't do anymore, you know? And I've gotten halfway to work, and then I fight that feeling of just jerking the wheel to the right and just plowing into a tree doing 60 miles an hour. And it's so tough sometimes when you're dealing with that style of depression. I don't feel that way anymore, but at that time, I was so low that I felt like I was drowning, and my only way out was death. And I don't want that for anybody else. So I had to figure out a way to change it. And ironically, it was really doing these videos that saved me from it, because the interaction that I have between my audience and my subscribers, and just the uplifting support that I get from those on this channel, really helped me strive to be a better person. And I absolutely love my subscribers. They are amazing individuals. I mean, I get so much love and support that I don't know if I'd still be doing this if I didn't have them, or have you if you decide to subscribe. I'm so thankful for me finding the light in this dark, dark world. I don't know what else to say. I just thank you guys.
This may be the last day that I'll breathe, so I'll breathe it in, I'll breathe it in.
Well, that was NF Lost in the Moment. I can honestly say that's one of my favorite songs so far from him, just because of the way he puts it really brings out thoughts that need to be discussed in people that can relate to what he's going through. You know, I think that a lot of people don't have anybody to talk to when things get tough, especially men, but sometimes women too. And I think even if it's just the 90s kids that subscribe to this channel, I think we can all be there for one another. And it can only start with us, guys. It's just something that we need to do for us. I hope that if you're having these issues that I've had, just leave a comment down in the comment box, and myself and others that are part of this channel will be there for you. I have no doubt in my mind that they will be there for you. In your time of need, they will be there for you, and I will be there for you. So, like I said, if you have any problems that you need to discuss, If you have things that you just want to get off your chest, I mean, we're all here for you. So with that, I'm going to let you guys go. If you liked the reaction, go ahead, go down there, hit the like, subscribe, the little bell icon at the top. And if you want to donate to the channel, obviously you can go down and hit the super thanks on at the bottom, or you can go to my homepage, top right corner. You see the donate to this channel button. That's the easier way to do it. And I hope you guys have a fantastic day. I really do. Whenever this reaches you, whether it be morning, noon, night, I hope that your day is fantastic. Have a good one. We'll see you later. Bye.